What happens to women who hate men?
Everyone, in this video, I want to address a continued and what seems like never-ending disregard for men in society. Specifically, the progressive, leftist, woke, liberal women, or whatever title you want to give them. But I think we all know the ones I'm talking about.
Society need men.
Yes and no.
No.
So why yes and why no for you? And then I'll ask you why you said no.
Well, because in today's society, sometimes you don't need the male to have a baby anymore.
Yeah.
That's why I would say yes and no.
It's not like a moral thing for me.
Yeah.
I'm like we can exist without men only because new research has been discovered of making egg into sperm, so we can reproduce without men. So it's not like a moral thing. It's more of like a like if men just died right now, could we survive? Yes, because of the new research that they're doing.
Those who think women run the world, who believe we don't need men, that life is better without men, and that all that men do is cause problems, are violent, and hurt women and society. Every day I see articles like this one, published in New York Magazine, titled, "This economist crunched the numbers and stopped dating men, and has never been happier." Are men really the problem? Or perhaps this woman wasn't straight and found a better gay partner and used some numbers to substantiate her choice. Ultimately, this is just another case of women finding ways to blame men for their problems. And
Again, when you take time to check the gay marriages that are being dissolved, there are so many. The percentage is up high. And there are actually women that complain that dating women is harder. These are women that have sort of play boyfriend role in a relationship are the ones that are complaining that they can't put up with their fellow women.
Playing the victim card to garner attention, pity, and reasoning for their situation. As I've said in some of my previous videos, it seems like the only way women know how to elevate themselves is by punching others down. It's sad and disgusting because it's not only hurting men, but also women. It's creating a divide between us, a hate for one another that I think is leading to a loneliness epidemic. It's not natural to humans, and is causing an immense number of unintended consequences and destroying society. A recent Gallup poll found that men in the US aged 15 to 34 are amongst the loneliest in the West, with about 25% of men saying they experienced feelings of loneliness in the previous day. This trend is also felt in many other rich Western countries, like Ireland, Canada, and the UK, all above 20%. Many articles try to attribute this loneliness epidemic amongst young men to porn and video games. I might be wrong, but personally, I think those are just coping tools and an outlet for constantly being ridiculed, diminished, and rejected by society. It seems like every day there are stories mocking strong men, rejecting the idea that society needs men to function, disparaging the idea of kids needing a father, eliminating male bonding spaces, and humiliating the idea of men as the protectors, because they are actually the violent predators. I think modern society has wrongly guided men to a place of destitution, to a nowhere land, where their ingrained biological roles as men have been replaced by foreign concepts, idealized by spiteful women.
So it's not just men alone. I think even boys are affected, and I'm yet to see maybe a study or a research on this. You find that maybe when you look at the boys now, you find that a girl child in schools now, they are even actually performing way better than actually the boys are doing. So there's that change. If you see, I think maybe for some of you that have kids, you'll see that maybe right now at the moment, I think the way the environment is, you'll see that a girl child will actually outperform the boys in these schools. Not sure as to why. Is it that maybe we have neglected the boys also, just like maybe men have been neglected or being made to feel that they are not as important as long as women can get jobs and can do what they can do. Men are no longer important in society. Is that the case? I think we need to really seriously look into these to at least make sure that everyone is taken care of.
It's not normal, and we shouldn't expect men to embrace or tolerate it. If we look back at historical tribal and hunter-gatherer societies, as well as warrior cultures, gender roles often reflected a division of labor shaped by survival needs. Men typically engage in high-risk, mobile activities such as hunting, raiding, or warfare, while women focused on tasks that ensured community stability, including gathering, food processing, childcare, and maintaining social networks. Although men and women generally cohabited in shared communities, it was common for men to spend extended periods away in all-male groups, pursuing these activities, which not only promoted strong male bonds and hierarchies, but also reinforced their roles as protectors and providers. Within both male and female groups, hierarchies emerged alongside multi-generational structures, enabling elders to impact wisdom, enforce norms, and guide younger members towards their social roles, fostering leadership and community cohesion. Today, especially in Western societies, these communal systems have largely transitioned to isolated nuclear family units, often characterized by minimal interaction with neighbors or extended kin. The traditional world of men, marked by purpose-driven bonding through shared risk and rituals, now finds limited outlets in areas like sports or military service. Similarly, the multi-generational female support groups that once provided the emotional, practical, and social guidance have diminished, leading women to rely more heavily on male partners for the kind of comprehensive support that was once provided by female communities. But for many male partners, because of their nature, the nuclear family is not enough in fulfilling their needs for deeper purpose and male camaraderie, as a single female partner cannot fully replicate the dynamics of historical all-male groups. And thus, it's unrealistic for women to expect their male partner to fully replace the emotional support provided by traditional female groups. Yet, this common dynamic where partners are burdened as everything often fuels unhappiness, exacerbated by eroded social networks, urbanization, and digital isolation. But yet, this is the modern-day expectation. And if men fall short, they are perceived as uninterested, disconnected, and not present as good partners and fathers.
So the only way also, maybe I think for any man to function properly, that man needs to do some manly things. You can't just be working all the time. You also need to do some manly things. Maybe you go to the gym. I think most of the men, that's why you see that most of the men, they like working out because that's the only outlet he has. He has so much pressure at work, so much things to do at home, wife always nagging, kids crying. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to a very extent, but you see that any person will need that outlet, and that outlet either he gets it from the gym or maybe he's doing some sports. Some are into bikes. You find that maybe he has he's joined the bikers club. All that stuff, that's an outlet to stay healthy, to make sure that when he gets home he's there for them, you know, because he has somewhere to get an outlet from. But for women, sometimes maybe as a man, you'll be the punching bag. You'll be the outlet. They nag at you, they talk too much, they say whatever they want to do. Like for some of them, that's the outlet, but they don't know all that they are putting on you, that you also need to be sane at the end of the day for your family to be healthy.
Social media only reinforces these high expectations set on men, further fueling the division between men and women. One reason is the anonymity of social media allows people to state opinions, lies, and falsehoods they would never express in person. So widespread sayings like men are trash are normalized. You also see women repeatedly vent about bad relationships, without acknowledging their role in choosing or staying with those partners. This infects the social conditioning of females and pervades into media and entertainment that men are trash, players, users, and abusers. Of course, those men exist. But again, the negativity bias projects much further than reality. When women are constantly bombarded by the message to be cautious of men, this amplifies fear and fuels distrust and disgust against men. Hey, unfortunately I lost the second half of this video, so instead I'll make it a two-part series. In the second part, I'll discuss how this degradation of men is affecting women, which few women are willing to acknowledge or take any action to change.